I'm just cracking up because this wall is so bland. I feel like I'm like in prison or something. Hey everyone, welcome back for a little TLC. So last week we talked about putting the Christ back in Christmas and how God is wanting us to think about whether we are spending enough time with Him or if we are spending all of our time preparing for this holiday season. And one person commented on that video saying, of course, we're supposed to spend more time with God during this holiday season. This season is about the birth of Jesus. How would we feel if we had a birthday and everybody was thinking about them and they didn't give us anything for our birthday? And I thought that was a really profound comment when it comes to thinking about who we're spending most of our time with and who we're spending most of our time on during this holiday season. Are you spending it with Jesus, the one whose birth we're supposed to be celebrating? Or have we turned all of our attention to other things? If you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to go back and watch it. But I thought that was a really great comment, just thinking about how we would feel if we had a birthday party and nobody paid us any type of attention. So in keeping with the holiday season and talking about the holidays, this week I wanted to provide you with some tips for not spending all of your money and all of your time shopping and getting gifts. So one practical tip is to cut down your gift list. Everybody, especially grown folks, do not need a gift during the holidays, especially if you're doing things all the time, spending time with them all throughout the year, which I think is the most important thing, consistent quality time. If you typically get your uncles, your grown cousins, your grown siblings something, then tell them that maybe this year you're not going to be participating in that same custom, or you could do sort of a secret Santa type of thing where all of the folks who are old enough to get gifts pick a name out of the hat, and that way you're only responsible for getting one person a gift that year instead of everybody and literally their grandma. So that's one way. Pare down your list by either doing Secret Santa or letting grown folks know in advance, we're just not doing all of that this year. I think it's more difficult to cut out small children because, you know, they got the holiday googly eyes on. So don't cut them out. But for older people, you can definitely let them know we're going to be doing Christmas spending a little bit differently this year. So number one, think of some ways to cut your list down. And number two, and I think this is the most important, set a budget and stick with it. If we go in to the holiday season with no type of plan, then we might look up in the new year and be like, oh shoot, I don't have any money for my actual needs. So I really encourage you all to set an overall budget for how much you're willing and able to spend during this Christmas season, and also set a budget for each person that you're going to be getting gifts for. So I know for my family, and for my significant other, I have set a budget and I'm not gonna go over it so that I don't wake up broke after the Christmas season and I'm upset. So yeah, definitely set a budget and don't go over it. If you don't have any experience with budgeting, then I think this is something that budgeting is something that is important for our everyday life, not just during the holidays. It's important for you to know where your money is going and how much that you're bringing in so that, you know, you can just be fiscally responsible. So that budgeting is a tip, not just for this season, but really something that we should put into practice every day of our lives. Okay, that's really all I wanted to say today. I think sometimes some of my videos can get very spiritual, spend time with the Lord, do this, do that. But I wanted to provide some practical tips for you today to make sure that you actually are spending your time with God and not spending so much time shopping. And you can do that by, number one, cutting your list down this Christmas, and also creating a budget and sticking to it. I really hope that you all enjoy these tips. If you have any other tips for how you cannot be completely broke emotionally and financially after the Christmas season, and if you have some tips for how you are prioritizing the Lord this year, then I would love to see them in the comments. You can slide them in my DMs like a lot of folks like to do, or you can just tell me if I happen to see you in these streets. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time for a little TLC. Bye bye.